evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It's your boy Rose here on the Rose Corner with another conversation talk. And this evening, we are going to get straight to the point. We're going to be talking about Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his pending declarations. The conversation has been in the media for the last couple of days, and we've heard the Prime Minister came out in Parliament a couple of days ago and spoke on the matter regarding his pending declaration. So we're going to do that right now, and it's going to be a short video, ladies and gentlemen. It will not be long. It will not be long, and we're going to get started right here on the Rose Corner with the discussion. Right, so we're going to get started with the discussion here, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be talking about Prime Minister Holness pending declarations. One moment here. Let's check something here. Okay. All right, I guess we're ready again to start. One moment here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the conversation. So we need to understand the background of the context of the situation. Yes? So let us understand the matter of hand, ladies and gentlemen. The Integrity Commission had raised concerns in regards to use of charity funds to purchase a personal asset for the Prime Minister. And now the opposition leader and members of the PNP is falsely accusing Prime Minister Holness of illicit enrichment, falsely accusing the Prime Minister without evidence. And so, though that is the concern raised out of the Integrity Commission statement, right? And because of those utterances of false accusations against Mr. Holness, as you can see, it has been reported in the Gleaner, Holness has instructed his attorneys to take legal actions against PNP members for defamation. And I agree with Mr. Holness on this matter. He should use the law to teach them a lesson. Yes? Teach them a lesson. Don't try to destroy someone's character without evidence. Because at the end of the day, when you go in the court, the judge rely on evidence. Yeah? Evidence. And what evidence does the opposition have to say that the Prime Minister has been indulged or has enriched himself illegally off the state? What evidence does Mark Golding have? Yes? And so Mr. Holness has decided to seek legal actions against the PNP through his attorneys. And we say, good one, Mr. Holness, good one. Now, the Integrity Commission report has been handed over, has been sent over to the FID, which is the Financial Investigation Division. And the FID is now going to review the Integrity Commission report. And why, we need to understand now. Why did the report, why was it sent to the FID? It is right there before us. The Integrity Commission was unable to determine if Mr. Holness was involved in any illicit enrichment due to lack of data, lack of evidence. So no matter how them go round and go round, we try to catch people when there's no evidence of anything. There you have it. They're unable to clarify themselves based on the circumstances of their reporting that they raise concerns about illicit enrichment. And they are saying that they don't have enough data to confirm if the Prime Minister indulged in illicit enrichment. And you know why they don't have enough data? You know why there is a lack of data? Because there is no evidence against Mr. Holness. But this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a good leader in a country. There will be arrows thrown at that leader from many directions. And you know, sometimes I say to myself, Jamaica, we don't realize what we have in Andrew Holness. We don't realize the leader we have for Jamaica in Andrew Holness. And people who are trying to tear him down need to wake up and stop it. Because when you try to tear down Andrew Holness, you are tearing down Jamaica. Yes? When you try to tear down a good leader like Andrew Holness, you're tearing down your own country. When you try to talk bad about Andrew Holness, you're talking bad about Jamaica. Yes? And if there is no evidence, why try to destroy the man's character? Why try to destroy the man's integrity? Why try to make him look bad when there is no evidence? And because there is lack of data, lack of evidence, that's what it's been. That's what they're basically saying. Because there is lack of evidence, they say, all right, the FID, you guys look into this. The Financial Investigation Division, you guys look into this, because we can't find anything in here. But probably you guys can find something that we are not able to see. It is ridiculous. It is unfortunate. And it makes no sense. Now, just recently today, the 25th of September, Wednesday, the 25th of September, one moment. The Jamaica Council of Churches have released a statement on this matter. And it's basically saying, Jamaica, let us be patient on this matter regarding the statement raised from the Integrity Commission statement of concerns regarding use of funds for charity purchase, which was personal assets. And now it is a matter of, was the Prime Minister indulging any personal form of enrichment for himself from the state? Even though there's no evidence of that as we speak. But the Jamaica Council of Churches are call for patience. Let there be due process in this matter involving the Prime Minister. And I couldn't agree more with the church, the leaders of the Jamaica Council of Churches. And everybody that is getting so jittery, you know who they are? They're mostly PMP supporters who are getting so jittery, who are spreading these lies and propaganda. Yeah? And they better be careful, because Mr. Holness lawyers could be going after them too. So you have to be careful with these things. You have to be careful. So we need to be patient, allow due process, and allow the people at the FID to sort out the nitty-gritty, as we would say, as it relates to the Integrity Commission report on the Prime Minister status and the pending declarations, right? So I applaud the Jamaica Council of Churches for coming out and encouraging the Jamaican people at large to be patient, because that's what we need to be at this time. Do not be jittery. Do not fall for false information, right? Because the PMP is going out on a massive rampant with false information right now, because they're so desperate. They're so desperate. Yeah? And it is such a shame and a disgrace that they're so desperate for power that they will even bring down Jamaica with them. It's a disgrace. Yeah? The PMP is a disgrace to this country. So the article of the statement of the Jamaica Council of Churches has been released in the Observer, right? And it goes on to say that the council is advising against the politicization of the Integrity Commission investigation report on the yet to be certified statutory declarations of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. And you know, that is what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. The politicization of this report is being used as a playbook for the PNP. They're politicizing the matter beyond the extreme or the extent of the situation. Because even the PNP that are talking, they don't have any evidence. They're just going off the Integrity Commission report. And there's nothing in the report. There's no evidence in the report. That is the PNP. And this article goes on and it says, since the report was tabled in Parliament on September 17th, there's been a back and forth between the opposition and the government, with each side accusing the other side of playing politics. But I'm going to tell you who is really playing politics shortly. After more than a year, the IC, Integrity Commission, has been unable to clear the Prime Minister of illicit enrichment, because it has been unable to untangle the business dealings of several companies owned or partially owned by Mr. Holness. It has referred nearly 200-page report to the Tax Administration of Jamaica and the Financial Investigations Division, with the objective of bringing this matter to closure. Yes? So, long and short, the whole matter of dragging Mr. Holness' name through the mud based on a report that has no evidence is ridiculous. Really ridiculous. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. If it is ridiculous, a 200-page report without any concrete evidence is a waste of time. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. Yeah? Hard-working taxpayers of this country wasting taxpayers' money to pay these people to sit down and review a 200-page report with no evidence that link the Prime Minister to any form of corruption. It's a waste of time. Waste of time. And the time that we waste with commissions, with committees, sitting down and going over reports and doing this and doing that, let us take that taxpayer money and fix our hospitals. Let us take some of that taxpayer money and look after our seniors who are in this country that are suffering. Let us take that taxpayer money and do more for our rural communities that need adequate roads and streetlights. And let us stop waste taxpayer money on garbage reports like these that try to destroy the fabric and the progress of Jamaica. Let us stop it. Let us stop it. We have bigger things to focus on in this country. But the PNP is playing politics. The PNP, instead of addressing the national problems that we, the Jamaican people, face, the PNP, because they're so desperate for power, they're going to come and tell you, oh, the Prime Minister has been involved in insulated enrichment, and he's corrupt, and he's this, and he's that. And when you ask them, so much money did he stole from the people's coffin? And where is the evidence that you can show me that they found him guilty of stealing X amount? They will have nothing to show you. But they will come up with a good lie to tell you because they want your vote. They want your vote. And they're going to tell you anything, yeah, to get your vote. I said it before in a previous video, ladies and gentlemen, let's be careful. Let us be careful. Because there are a lot of misinformation that are going around, and a lot of them is about Prime Minister Holness. Be careful. Be careful. And we must remember when people like the PNP want power so badly, they will do anything and say anything. Yeah? So, common sense Jamaican people, and a lot of the common sense people who watch this channel, be careful. And I know that a lot of the common sense people who watch this channel, they are wise people. And a lot of them know what is actually happening right now. They know what's going on. They know that this is just politics play that the PNP is doing. Politics play. I shared a poll in the last video, yeah, between Andrew Holness, Mark Golin, the favorability of both parties and both leaders from 2023 to 2024. And that poll was done a couple months ago. And was done by Blue Dot. Blue Dot commissioned the poll, and it was publicized and shared on CBM TV. And from last year to now, the numbers are still in Andrew Holness' favor, because the people, the majority, even some PMP people know that the country is better off under the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness. We know it. Do not be fooled. And the final word, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, the final word on this matter. Because you see, when the FID comes back, they're going to tell us what I'm going to predict. Because I've seen it happen already, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to come back and tell the Jamaican people in a couple of days or a couple of weeks that they didn't find any evidence of Andrew Holness being involved in any form of ill-selected enrichment from the state. And his hands, Andrew Holness' hands, are clean. And the verdict will be, he is not guilty. And we can go on and focus after this on the more important matters in Jamaica. And we must remember, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a leader in Andrew Holness who is smart, who understands this country better than anybody else, and who continues to work hard on behalf of us, the people, to do what he can do to make Jamaica a better one. At the end of the day, we must remember that he's a human being, like each and every one of us. Yes? And his job is a tough job, very tough job. But let us continue to pray for our Prime Minister. Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, whether you're a P or a J, whether you are an orange or a green, he is all of us. He is our Prime Minister. So we pray for our leader. We pray that the Lord will continue to give him wisdom, foresight, strength, and grace to continue to put in the hard work for this country so that future generations to come can have a better life. We pray that everything that he do will transcend, will reach the people where they are, and the people who need support the most in this country, the most vulnerable, that through his work, those people's lives will be touched and impacted for the better. We pray that he will not lose sight of the mission to make Jamaica great. Andrew Holness is the leader for the people. And I hope that the Financial Investigation Division comes back as soon as possible to put this matter to closure so that we can look forward to the annual conference of the Jamaica Labour Party that is coming in November. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful conference of camaraderie, of the and Prime Minister Holness should be laying out the plans forward for the next year to come. Looking forward for that conference. And so this is where we'll end it here on the Rose Corner. And we know that Andrew Holness is innocent. We know that the PMP is just using this as their political football, trying to politicize this matter to turn it into their favor. We know that there's no grounds here, and we know that when everything is said and done, they're going to come back and say, oh, there's nothing here. Because we know Andrew Holness, a man of integrity, of accountability. We are not sure about who Mark Golding really is. Is he a con artist? Is he a traitor? And I said in the last video about Mark Golding, he sat in the upper house in the Senate for years, not declaring that he was a dual citizen. When his own leader at the time, Portia Simpson Miller, said that she didn't want nobody who was dual citizens serving in the House of Parliament. He betrayed his leader. He's a traitor. And if he was able to deceive and betray his former leader, why should the people of Jamaica trust him? Anything that he say, why should we believe anything that Mark Golding say? He can't be trusted. So don't fall for his tricks. Don't fall for his lies, my Jamaican people. Have a good night. May God bless you. May God bless us all. May God keep you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Remember to like, share, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the Rose Corner if you haven't as yet. There are more wonderful videos like these to come. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the Rose Corner. And remember, walk good. Live good. The word is love. God bless you.